So if you look at example 8, they gave you an obtuse angle and they give you a ratio, and they will ask you, you are supposed to do it without calculator. So the meaning of without calculator means they don't really means you cannot do the literal calculation. What they meant is, right, you cannot find x. So they didn't want you to find the value of x. That's what they are trying to say. They do not literally means that you can't punch calculator. That's not what they meant. So the meaning is you cannot find the value of x. So I'm going to show you what is wrong. This is the one that gave you 0 marks. So some people will do this. So some people will do this. Okay, let me do a quick punching of the calculator. So some people will go and find the obtuse angle first. And after that, they answer the question. So whoever do that, right, you get no marks at all. So they wanted the value of the whole cosine x. So put it simply, if you go and find your x, then you go and punch your cosine x. So you might feel that everything is correct, but this one will earn you no marks. So this is the one that gave you a 0 marks. There is no method marks because you do not understand the idea. So I'm showing you what is wrong first. So in A math, in E math, sometimes there will be this kind of instruction without calculator. So please don't go and find the value of x. So how are you going to do that without finding calculator? You are supposed to draw. You are supposed to draw an obtuse angle. And the obtuse angle will share a right angle triangle with the neighbor. And from the neighbor, this is your opposite. This is your hypotenuse. So this is how you're supposed to do it, by drawing triangle. So by drawing triangle, after that you observe the adjacent side. So the adjacent side will be 17 square minus 8 square, taking a square root. So you are supposed to show it like this. And then eventually, how are you going to answer your cosine x? Your cosine x is a over h. But because it is an obtuse angle, it has a negative relationship. So A is 15, H is 17. So when they say that you are supposed to do it without finding the value of x, you are supposed to draw triangle. So drawing triangle is a technique for E math trigo. It will also be a technique for A math trigo. So this one may be quite new to some of you. So obtuse angle, there's a negative relationship. So if you go and narrow down to your obtuse angle, okay, you can flip back your obtuse angle. Sine is positive, cosine is negative, tangent is also negative. That's why I assign a negative for the cosine. So if it's a tangent, I can also find a tangent in this situation. So the question never asks for tangent. I can do a tangent. It will be a negative O over A. So it will be a negative 8 over 15. So for obtuse angle, there is a negative relationship for cosine and tangent. Other than that, everything seems positive. Acute angle is positive, sine obtuse is also positive.